Welcome to the Roland Grimes Show live, not just sports and entertainment. I'm your host, Roland Bubba Grimes. Of course, those of you who are in the Washington, D.C. area know that right about now we're having a torrential thunderstorm in some parts of the area. And as a result, I actually got caught in a twister. Tanya, you know I got caught in a twister?
Really?
Really, I got all twisted up and I got caught. And now I'm out and I'm about. And the chocolate troglodyte is back on a Monday night. Tanya, don't you start with me. You haven't been in 2 weeks, so you know I'm going to crack on you.
I know.
All right, so take that look off your face. What I do now? You can't hear me? Y'all can't hear me? All right, y'all stay with us because the headphones,
Just keep it moving.
you know what? I'm going to blast you. I'm going to blast you. I'm just going to blast you out of here.
Just keep it moving.
All right, Coach Tanya, welcome back.
Thank you.
All right, I hate to keep saying that as if you were like really gone for a long, long time. How long were you gone for?
Was it 3 weeks or 2 weeks?
Wow.
I can't remember.
Wow. Reggie, don't you
All
love
the
it when a
days-
woman can't...
All the days kind of ran
When a woman
together.
don't realize how long she's been away from you, that means you have had absolutely no impact on her. Folks, back in our studio once again, we have Reggie, our engineer, my man Ron on the wheels of steel, my esteemed co-host and archaeologist just digging up dirt, my main man, the woman, Coach Tanya. And right now we have some illustrious guests with us right now. Mr. Ron, you can roll the wheels of steel as we do a quickie with my good friend Miss Leanne and my good friend Miss Kelly. How are you ladies?
Fabulous.
Awesome. Look, I want to fire my I want to kiss my landlord goodbye this weekend. So what I'd like for you to do is tell me and tell Coach Tanya how we can kiss our landlord goodbye. Starting this weekend, what do we have going?
You can start by coming out to the Oxon Hill Library this Saturday, August 20th from 12 to 4, where we will have real estate top professionals, real estate agents, lenders, settlement officers there to answer any questions that the community would have on how to make it easier for them to purchase a home, whether they be first-time home buyers or second or third-time home buyers.
Awesome. Now, Coach Tanya and I, we both have some chillins now. They're not together, but we have some chillins. We want to get them out the house. So can Coach Tanya bring one of her chillins over so that they can learn? Let's say he's of that age where he can learn about. It's time for him to get out the nest, as they say. So if they come there, what can they expect when they come to visit you this weekend at the Oxon Hill Public Library?
They can expect to be educated on Maryland Home Assistant programs. There are so many programs out there that Maryland has to offer, and they can expect to know the ins and outs of that, to get their questions answered about credit issues that they may have, cleaning up their credit, anything having to do with that first-time home buyer process that they have a question on.
Awesome. Coach Tanya, jump in when you're ready.
Okay. I'm still getting my feedback wet.
You still getting your feet wet
Yes.
again?
So this is a seminar based, and it will be, you'll have different speakers presenting, or it's just a come out community question and answer segment on different things that people want to know about homeowners.
We'll have a panel.
You're going to have a panel discussion. Okay.
And we'll also have entertainment for the kids. So while the parents are in the panel and they're getting their questions answered, the kids will also be entertained with arts and crafts and things for them to do.
Okay. Now, with first time he mentioned about kids and purchasing homes, is there a particular age that young adults, I won't say kids, young adults should start looking into and getting prepared to purchasing their first home?
I would say, basically, if you're renting or if you're thinking about moving out, then you should come and hear this seminar.
Okay. I might have to tell my son to take off work and come, because he needs to find something. He's 25, so
Okay.
he's renting.
He
currently.
definitely needs to come.
Now, this is essentially a partnership that's brewing between you and the Prince George's County Public Library System.
Yes.
And as this relationship develops, when do you think you're going to have the next one? I'm obviously talking to people about the first one, but everything has some build up, build out. What are some of your ideas and thoughts moving forward?
Leanne?
In October, we're going to do our second one. We don't have the date settled yet. The same type of event with a panel. But each event that we're doing, we're giving something back to the community. So with our first event, we're giving book bags. So everyone that comes and sits through our workshop,
I get a book bag?
get a book bag.
I get a book bag?
Get a book bag.
With no books in it?
No, with supplies.
Oh!
Supplies.
So our goal was 200. To date, we have 132 to
Wow.
give away.
Okay.
So when October comes, our goal is to give away coats. So we're going to do a coat drive. So everyone that comes gets a free coat.
That's
And
great.
we have one settled for December.
December.
We're going to have Santa, and we're going to give away toys.
Okay.
So we have big ideas.
I'm going to donate some Redskin tickets to the Dallas game.
You've already now you're putting things out there, so and this is live, so you better make sure that you're gonna come through on what
Well,
you
all I want to know is that the Dallas Cowboys will show up. That's all I want to know. You know, like give away the tickets.
Are the Redskins gonna show up?
I just need to know.
Of course.
All you Dallas fans, bro, I like three. Can you imagine? Why don't they leave the state? Can you help us do a seminar on how to buy a house in Texas if you live in D.C.? Get them jokers out of here. They ain't rah. We're gonna take a quick station break. We're gonna take a quick station break, and we're going to recalibrate very quickly for the next 35 seconds, Mr. Reggie. We're gonna take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back. Sit tight. Roland Bubba Grimes. Roland Bubba Grimes here back. Not Just Sports Entertainment Show with my esteemed co-host, Coach Tanya, just getting her feet wet again. And Coach Tanya, I'm here with my good friends, Miss Leanne and Miss Kelly. Wanted to bring this back to how we started this whole thing in terms of wanting to educate the general public about how to purchase a home. What made you wake up one day and say, geez, we're just going to start with this education thing with people, and we're going to show them some of the steps, some of the things that are necessary for them to buy a house. Whose ideas was it, and how did you put it together?
I think
I love when y'all look at each other and see who's going on cue. Next time I'm just going to ask one of you and the other one. I'm sorry, go ahead.
collectively as a networking group, we came up with the idea based on a lot of us individually have tried to do home buyer
Right.
workshops. And when you survey people
Yeah.
to find out why it is that you still don't own a home, or
Right.
what could we as the I don't want to say experts, but as the specialists, what can we do to help you?
Okay.
So one of the things is people just do not know where to start. On an everyday basis, I think that I personally run into a lot of people that are not aware of all of the down payment assistance programs available in our area, from Maryland to DC to Virginia. Specifically, I was at a PG Car event, which is the Prince George's County Association of Realtors,
Okay.
and they were talking about the number of renters that we have. The number of renters so
Skewed,
outweighs.
the numbers are skewed, right.
Yeah, so outweighs the buyers, and the amount of money that you pay for rent. I have a friend who's paying $2,000 a month. She can own.
Right.
She's paying somebody else's mortgage, paying somebody else's taxes, and she doesn't get the write off. They
Right.
do. So,
Okay. Kelly, why is it so important for people to be homeowners? Other than to save money, invest in, I mean, I guess those are reasons enough, but what are some of the other factors from a community standpoint and also from an individual standpoint makes it important for people to have their own private dwelling space?
I think there's just a lot to be said for owning your own, and just fundamentally it doesn't make sense to make anybody else rich.
Hey,
If you're throwing all this money into renting, what are you getting back at the end
Right.
of the year? When actually, if you were actually purchasing a house, whether it's a townhome, whether it's a single family, you could actually be renting out space in that dwelling yourself and getting money back versus giving all of your money to someone else and not seeing any kind of return on investment in it.
Well, from what I understand, a lot of people want to be in that position, but there's some prohibitive factors. And essentially it's when they go to the bank and they try to get a mortgage, and then they're told, what? No.
But I think this would be great, since you're saying you're going to teach people the different aspects of how to get the money, because I think that's what a lot of people don't understand.
How to get the money.
How to get the money to be able to own their own home, because like you said, they're already paying that mortgage, but it's in the form of rent, so they can afford it. They just don't know how to go about affording it and getting it. So
Awesome.
that's awesome.
It's always different when you see something versus than just hearing it.
Right.
So we're going to show them.
Okay.
There
And
it
one
is.
of the most important factors is we do have in-house lenders that can teach them how to clean up their credit.
Okay.
Okay.
For
So
free.
that's very
For
important.
free.
For free.
Okay.
That's very
And
important.
they're in-house. You don't have to go to a separate credit specialist. You
Okay.
can work with this lender from start to finish.
Awesome.
Wow,
So the
that's great.
specialists are going to show us how to do some of those things that are necessary to get in the position of home ownership. And we're going to help you to kiss your landlord goodbye. I just love that hook. Did you know that was the name of the seminar? Kiss your landlord goodbye.
That's a wonderful name.
I could play with that all kinds of different ways.
But
But then
don't.
I know Tanya's keeping me on task
Don't.
again. Tanya, you've been gone so long. You know I'm gonna turn my back to you in about 2-3 minutes.
That's okay, but you're going to turn back.
You can handle it? Because I miss you. Oh, Leanne Kelly, man, as always, it's a pleasure. You weren't here. She wasn't here last week. It's a whole nother dynamic when I got Coach Tanya and Coach Romalda and Frank James and, oh, my goodness. Yeah, Coach Romalda.
Can you give the dates again and the time and the location?
It is August 20th from 12 to 4 at Oxon Hill Library in Oxon Hill, Maryland.
Which is on, what, St. Barnabas Road?
St. Barnabas Road.
Yes. Ask me how I know.
How you know?
I used to go to the library when I was in school. I did. After practice, I went to the library and studied. That's how.
I was going to say something bad. I was going to say, was it there?
Was it there when I was in school? See, now I'm definitely gonna turn my back on you, Coach Tanya. Coach Tanya want to know, was the Oxon Hill Library there when I was in school? Let me see. What high school did you go to?
Not here.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
went to Bedford High School in Ohio.
She went to Bedford High School in Ohio.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Did they have a library?
Yes.
Did you go?
Of course.
When?
Not.
All right, folks. We're gonna see you this weekend, August 20th.
Yes.
At Oxon Hill Library for the esteemed Kiss Your Landlord Goodbye. Someone I want to thank my guest once again, Miss Leanne. I want to thank you again, Miss Kelly. Kelly, I told you when I called you 6 months ago. I told you I'd be back.
I know.
Did I keep my word?
You did, absolutely.
Awesome. Tanya kept my word.
That's good.
I know.
Keep us informed on any of the other events that you're going to do.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we're going to take a quick station break. Reggie, play the music for the peoples. We're going to take a quick station break. We'll be right back.
Now open, Vigoritos is an all-vegan burrito and burrito bowl cafe located in Washington, D.C., a sister restaurant to Everlasting Life and Evolve Vegan Restaurant. Vigoritos features the same flavorful vegan cuisine you've come to love from the eLife Restaurant Group in a fun, new way. Drop by any time between noon and 8 p.m. for a healthier, compassionate burrito. We're located at 6904 4th Street, Northwest Washington, D.C., 20012.
She's all in remember when I used to chill down in the basement, put my head on a pillow between two speakers, throw on an 8-track, 45, whatever, you know. Check out Graham Central Station. Coon the Gang, Slider Family Stone, Herbie Hancock, and the Headhunters, you know. Just absorbing it in, you know. Back when we used to jam, absorbing it in. Back when it all began, just absorbing it in. Back when we used to jam, just absorbing it in. Back when it all began, yeah.
Well, welcome back to the Roland Grimes show, live, not just sports entertainment, of course, with my co-host, Coach Tanya, Reggie, Engineer, and Ron on the wheels of steel, and I have my good friend, my buddy, my what they call back in the day, my ace boom coon. I can't use the word coon no more, so I got to come up with something. My ace boom bro, Mike. I can't say coon no more.
Yeah. That's
so many things. So many things are politically incorrect now, Mike. What's up with that? I might get sued for that. I am my ace boom coonery. Man, I don't know.
I feel a little like, I don't know right now.
You feel some testosterone?
This is the first time we've had a show of all men, and I'm the only female.
You feel it? You feel it?
I mean,
hold on for a second.
in the room. I'm feeling some kind of way.
That brother said that. Nova Pearl, that brother sat there with that checkered jacket, and she was like, ooh. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And all these brothers over 200 pounds, I think. Franco, do you have?
I made it.
You made it over you in the 200 plus club?
210.
Mike!
Wow.
Mike! Frank, get off stage.
Yeah.
Frank, get off.
175.
Frank, you gotta get off stage.
Sorry, homie.
But Coach Tony, I'm glad you're getting that
I'm
feeling.
used to this. You know, it's usually a female-dominated.
Right, it's usually a female-dominated show. Now we got some bros. So you got to come back, Mike Byrne.
I'm gonna have to sit here and listen.
You gonna vibrate on it?
Let me know.
Coach Tanya is just gonna sit here and vibrate on this moment. All right, you enjoy yourself. All right, we'll holler at you when you come in. All right, Mr. Mike, my attorney extraordinaire, folks. For those of you who don't know, I want to present to some and introduce to others. Mr. Mike Barrett, my attorney extraordinaire. Ladies and gentlemen, give him a hand. Yeah, you know what? I tell you what, if I ever win an award, I don't want none of y'all clapping for me. Y'all just sorry. That was the worstest clap. Worst, is that a word? Worstest?
Yeah.
Worstest.
Mike, where you from, man?
Originally from Jamaica.
Okay, Queens?
No. I like that. No, Jamaica, we're the fastest people in the world. That Jamaica. Big up. Yeah.
You saying what? You saying what?
I'm getting it in.
Okay.
Ladies and the men.
So the green and gold flag?
That's right.
You from Kingston, Newport, Freeport?
Kingston, man.
Kingston.
You didn't think I knew about that, did you? Yeah, I've been to Jamaica a couple times.
Really?
Yeah, right over there. No, man, let me clean that up. Let me clean that up. Y'all strike that from the record.
Yes, please.
No, you don't. Stay right here.
Strike it.
Stay right here. You know what? Just be Coach Tanya. Just be. Frank, last time you been to Jamaica, man. I know you took a trip there recently, right?
No.
No.
The last place I've been to was Aruba.
Oh, okay, that's close.
Yeah, Aruba.
You got to get on the plane to get to both of them, right?
You know, I cannot hear myself.
You can't hear yourself?
I cannot.
You can't? All right, well, just hang in there.
Yes,
And I promise you, it won't get any better by the time you leave. All right?
That's my fault.
But we bros, right?
Yeah,
I mean, so you know I'm going to give it to you straight.
Yes, sir.
All right? It's not going to get any better.
It's not
You're
gonna-
not, but we can hear you. I mean, all that matters, we can hear you. You can't hear yourself. Can you read?
Yo. Go, shut up.
I just cussed him out in Jamaican. Mike, man, you decided to become a lawyer. I mean,
Yes.
despite all of the advice that your mama, daddy,
Right.
grandparents, despite your friends,
That's right. That's
despite what
right.
everybody
That's
told
right.
you, leave
That's
that
right.
alone. What made you decide to do it, bro?
Well,
You know what? Hold on one second.
okay.
Mr. Ron, can you cue up my man Mike as he tells us this oblong story of how he became the attorney? Mike,
I was just about to ask you. I'll give you the short version.
Talk
I'll give
to
you
us.
the short version.
talk to us.
The short version is that it was something that I did. It wasn't the first thing that I wanted to do, so it was a fallback, which is a bad fallback. But I worked for the Secret Service in undergrad, and I was going to become an agent. And then, they had eyesight requirements, so I couldn't get through that. So I decided after undergrad, University of Maryland, go Terps.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I'm getting all the plugs in today. So I decided to go to law school, and that's it from there. And I went to Maryland Law as well.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
Now, Frank, I'm going to ask him for you
Okay.
real quick. How difficult was it to get into law school in the era that you decided to go?
Well, I mean, it was good for me as far as I applied to Maryland also. Maryland accepted me. There were other schools I applied to. I didn't get any rejections. I got waitlisted. But because I did well in undergrad in College Park, it was a lot easier getting into Maryland because they look out for their own. At least they did back then. In 19 around that time.
In 19
So it was before the turn of the century.
Right, exactly.
Frank, I'm going to pass the torch over to you, man.
Please do. So, in law school, it took you 3 years, correct?
Yes, right. 3 years full time.
Fantastic. How many times you had to take the bar before you passed?
Once.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I didn't know you were going to ask me that. You put me on the hot seat.
sorry.
I'm glad you did it one time.
Like, oh, twice? All right, commercial break.
Actually, it took him 7, but he ain't admitting it, bro.
Once.
Great.
It was. And it was a lot of pressure because that, they don't look at grades. They don't look at extracurricular activities, nothing. It's all about
The test.
2-day
Right.
pass, fail.
Right.
So it's a
And
lot of
part
pressure.
the test you that do actual handwritten essay type
That's correct.
responses, correct?
Yes, second day is
Second-
essays.
Yes, it's essays.
Mhm.
Right. And the first part, I believe, is mostly like state and constitutional laws, like
Yeah, all multiple choice.
Exactly, multiple choice
Yeah,
on
it's been a
state
long
issues.
time,
Yes.
but that's what I remember.
So,
Yeah.
what do you specialize in? General practice, contracts?
No, I do family law,
Family
which
law.
is divorce custody cases.
Boring.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, a little bit too exciting, actually. Draining. The word is draining.
Okay.
It's draining. It's a very emotional time for most
Yes.
people,
Yes, it
and
is.
and when they're going through that, that's the most important thing happening in their life, and
Right.
they expect it to be the most important thing happening in my life as well. So, yeah.
That's a very. We're going to come back to that in a second. That's a great question, Frank. You asked him because I was going to get into that a little specifically, but I want to also let folks know who are dealing with injury, divorce, child custody issues, etc. How they can reach you, man. Give us
Okay.
telephone number,
Yeah,
email
the
address.
best way to reach me is you can go to my website, which is thefirmllc.org. So THEFIRMLLC.org. You could also email me direct at mike@thefirmllc.org. And you could also call me at 703-227-7157. Best way to reach me.
Awesome. Mike, real quickly, man, you mentioned that it's an emotional time for any and everyone as they're going through this process of either divorce,
Correct.
child custody issues, etc.
Correct.
And they expect you to be as on point with it, almost as engaged with them emotionally as they are.
Yeah.
They want to know that this is important to you as it is to them as a
Yeah.
client. How do you keep that separation? Or not how do you? You have to keep that separation. How do
Yeah.
you do it?
Yeah. It took me a while not to get as emotionally attached to the situation because then you have to think of it objectively, not subjectively. I'm the lawyer on this thing. I'm going to fight for you, but there's just certain things that I'm not going to do. You got to step back to think clearly and give people the advice they may not always want to hear, but tell them what you believe is in their best interest. Now, it's up to the client to heed that or go the other route. But I'm always prepared, and I make sure my clients are always prepared. And at the end of the day, it's up to a judge. There are no jury trials in family law.
Right.
In some car accidents, it can be in front of a jury or judge. But
Right.
at the end of the day, it's in front of one man or one woman who's a total stranger to all the kids, to you, to your spouse, and we put our best foot forward. Most of these cases do settle.
Great.
Most of them after what we call discovery, interrogatories,
Right.
depositions, so on and so forth. They require us to go to mediators in most counties. Most of them do settle, but to get to that point, it can be months later and unfortunately thousands of dollars later.
Wow.
But
Wow.
yeah.
So do you have any criminal cases?
I do not anymore.
Oh, well, for my boys, you're out. Sorry.
I do not
For my
anymore.
boys.
French crew, you.
I don't anymore.
I
Yeah,
have a
I
question.
refer those out now.
Oh, cool.
But,
I
yeah,
understand.
I used to. But the firm before I went on my own,
Uh-huh.
we did criminal defense cases, but my practice is basically family law and personal injury work.
Wow. Mike, peace out. No.
So you can't help me, right?
Now,
Yes,
with
ma'am.
You said you handle divorce and child custody. Is the child custody, is that just strictly through divorce, or if they've been divorced for years and they're going through custody, do you take those cases as well, or
No,
just?
I do. Yeah. Some divorces come with the children who are minors, or there's no resolution as far as the children. Yeah, but I would say 70% of my child custody cases are not married folk. Maybe they were, or they're just not married at this time, not to each other anyway. That's about 70% of the custody cases. No divorce.
Okay.
All right, bruh. We're going to go there. So now, when I go down to divorce court up in Marlboro, Maryland, I see an entire lobby full of people that look like me.
Okay.
And as I ventured through there, I saw about 100 families. There was 100 black women divorcing 100 black men. Slim, what's going on? What is happening? Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. You know what? And let me say it to you like this. This is your law hat, but it's also your community hat. So as I'm throwing this out to you, what is happening with the brothers and sisters that we just keep going in front of that judge and getting divorced?
Well, I mean, you would see that in a highly minority populated or black area like Upper Marlboro, but if you venture to counties all over Maryland, you'll see the same thing.
And the demographics change, but folks are just getting divorced.
It's a high divorce rate.
Right.
So unfortunately there's no lack of business for me.
Okay.
There's just no
And it's
lack
getting
of business.
easier, too, to get divorced, am I correct? By state law?
We, meaning the family law practitioners, are fighting to make it easier because it's easy to get married. There's no requirements necessary.
Wow,
there's no,
never thought of
there's
it
no
that way.
separation period. You just
Wow.
go, say, hey, I want to get married. No one tests you,
Wow.
nothing.
I never
They
thought
make
about
it
there's no
so hard to
incubation. There's
get
no
the test.
incubation period for getting married.
So we're fighting.
Yeah.
We're fighting.
There's no layaway plan, I'm saying.
Okay,
that's
you know
it.
what? That's a whole nother twist. We're trying to make divorce easier because getting married is easier.
It's very simple.
Mike, I can't wait to have you back. we are going to have a but in all seriousness, man, I appreciate your representation. I appreciate the way you carry yourself, and I appreciate that what you're doing to help ease through this process a little bit. I know it's not easy, but ease through this process for the families, because for the families and the people involved, because if they're not getting the kind of empathic response and they're not getting the kind of legal advice that hopefully when everything is said and done, some wholeness can be brought back together for the family.
Right.
You know, I know sometimes it can't,
Correct.
but at least if you know, from what I've heard about you, you know, I understand that if there is some kind of resolution, something that can be done that can help that family and those children stay connected and involved, that you're the kind of person that helps to advocate for that. Now, again, it's up to the client to take your advice.
That's right. I try to be, especially when there are kids involved and there are young kids involved who are used to being in one home with mom and dad.
Slide the
and
mic
now-
up closer to
I'm
you.
sorry.
No, slide the mic to you.
Oh,
I like you in your
there we
relaxed
go.
state. Just
All
bring it
right.
to you. There you go.
All right. Yeah. When you're used to being in one home with mom and dad, now you
Good.
have to. King Solomon said you can't cut the child in two, but that's what we still try to do.
Right.
You know, so it's 4 days here, 3 days here, 6. So I don't represent clients who are telling me you can't see the other parent, and they haven't shown me that there's any reason or there's no danger. I just don't get down with that. I believe you should share the children because the grown-ups have decided they're not going to be together. The children still need both parents to be active.
Good point.
Frank, you
Yes,
know,
sir, that's-
Frank and Coach Ty, you know we're going to take this show all over the country, right?
Yes.
You know we're going to do the Roland Grimes show live
Yes.
in different parts of the country. We're going to start in Kansas City, Kansas, and just made that decision like yesterday. All
Okay,
right?
why Kansas City, Kansas?
Just for the heck of it.
Okay.
All right, but Mike, you're going to be invited to go on tour with us.
Oh,
Tell
man,
your
love
story,
it.
man.
Great.
And
I'm ready to roll.
So,
So-
just get ready. Go ahead.
So, Mike, are you married yourself?
Yes,
You
yes,
are?
I am.
Dummy.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
So he has that to represent himself as a client. All right, before I leave, Reg, man, I got to get you, man, because
Look, that was I'm ready to roll, and the asterisk.
so you know Reg recommended you for the show, right? So Reg, man, every time this joker reaches for the microphone, one of them biceps just pop out his arm, man. And you know where I'm coming from, right? Dude, I can't have you fit brothers on the show with the chocolate troglodyte, man. There ain't no motivation. That's intimidation. Slim, put them biceps. Okay, I feel better now. I feel better. She got me. You know what you do with a big old bear. You rub his. That's what she just did. Cause she know I'm over there like, come on, man, you ready to get it on? She come up in here flexing on us, man. All right, folks, we love you. Rolling Bubba Grind. Sit tight. We have more action coming at you. Sit tight, Mike, man. It's a pleasure. Look forward to having you back again,
you.
man. All
I
right, sit
appreciate
tight. We'll be right back.
Live. Powered by live music for you.
Sing your song, yeah. Oh yeah, love is written in the storm.
It said, a dog that chases his tail will definitely be dizzy.
Boom.
Okay, y'all wasn't ready for that, so let me say it again. A dog that chases his tail will definitely be dizzy. I'm your chocolate day. Once again on a Monday night.
I know that's funny.
Coach Ramalda, the Redskins cupcake lady, how are you? That you know what? I got to get that microphone up there. Okay, we will do the mic. Does that microphone work there, Reggie? The microphone that's on the table. All right, so you do the Minnie Riperton look. Yeah, there it is. And Coach Ramalda, put that thing right up to your chin, right there close to you. Hi, Redskin cupcake. Look. Yo, Anton, she makes the best cupcakes on the planet.
Yes, she does.
She gave me a card.
Slim. Use it.
Yes.
And make sure you order double so I can come over your house and eat some. folks, for those Mike, leave me alone. Mike Bennett is in the back laughing at me for some darn reason. Hey folks, once again, Roland Grimes here on the Roland Grimes Not Just Sports Entertainment Show. I have Frank, I have Ramalda, and I have Coach Tanya. Man, I am blessed. I feel like a king. Oh, and Coach Dr. Baruch just walked in the door, so yes, you know my life is complete now. All right, let me suck in my gut so he doesn't talk about me. All right, Reggie Engineer, and then my man Ron on the reels of steel. I have a special guest here, man. Did I tell you I was a Funketeer?
You did.
I did. I mentioned that once or twice.
Yes, sir.
Everybody knows it?
Yeah.
Everybody in the planet. When somebody meets somebody from McNamara, they say, you know Roland Grimes now, you know Bubba Grimes now, you know that Funketeer that graduated? And everybody goes, holla. They all know. Is that my mom? Is that like my nameplate? You know what? You gotta make me a big T-shirt that say "I am Funk."
Okay, I'll get you.
No, I am Funk.
Uh-oh. Got competition.
All right, hold on. Hey, Mike, this brother put some bass in his voice when he said it. I saw you look over the camera. Everybody like, okay, where's this gonna go? That brother just stole my thunder. He's like, no. Okay, so look here. Now that you're Funk, explain to us what qualifies and establishes you as Funk, brother.
Well, we actually started back in the day before Funk started.
Okay, so he shut me up on that one. Coach Tanya, what does he mean he started back in the day before Funk? I know, right? Talking about back in the day. No. He's like, like 8 years old talking about back in the day. What's the name? What's the name of his band? Do you know the name of his band off the top of your head? Yeah, do you know? Leadhead?
Yeah. Leadhead.
You get a name like Lead. Where's a name like Lead? You know, I can mess with that a whole bunch of different ways. I'm going to be nice.
Ain't but one way to mess with it, though. The right way.
The right way.
I just keep inviting people on the show, man. Let me put my armband on. I keep inviting people on so they'd be checking me. He's like, there's only one way to do it. Tony, he looked me right in my face.
On
and said,
the one.
There's only one way to do it. The right way. On the one.
And what's the right way?
On the one.
Okay.
That's where the funk is.
All right.
Does that ring a bell to you? Were you there when Robert Mousy Thomas was talking about the funk? No, you were there with Mark Wiggins.
No.
Talking about the funk on the Okay, can you explain to Ron and everybody and the other dude that's in here what does on the one mean? What is on the one? For those of you who don't know, like Reggie. Reggie don't know what the on the one is.
There are 4 beats in a measure.
Correct.
And when you come down on the one, that's where the funk is.
Okay, Ramalda, can you explain to me what he just said?
Let him elaborate on that.
Okay, so let me show you what he's saying. Let me visualize it for you. So there's 4 beats in the measure. F-O.
In a measure. Yep.
In a measure. Fo.
That first one is that strong one.
Yep.
Woo! Hold on. Let me.
You can even cut the lights out and hit the one.
There you go.
Alrighty then. So, welcome to the Roland Bubba.
I'm just saying though, you got to wear your sunglasses so you can see what you ain't looking at.
That's
so,
right.
In other words, instead of boom, pop, it's
boom, boom. Yep.
It's that initial thrust. Watch out, the table getting ready to move over. Red, you need a new table.
Did you just say that initial thrust?
Yeah, that. You know what I'm saying? And it comes at you. It comes at you as a backward clap. It comes at you. How does that one come at you? Lady?
Any way you want it, long as it comes.
Okay, we're gonna need to bring this. Right?
I'm just saying, no. That is hold on, ladies. That is appropriate funk language.
That's it.
Funk ain't never going nowhere.
Yeah.
It's forever coming.
Yep.
All right. So now that we've established that, Mr. Anton Dickinson, what made you fall in love with the one?
Well, I guess I started playing in high school with the high school band,
Good.
and after that, I got with the DC Playboys,
Good.
and they played a lot of R&B, but it wasn't funky. So after 2 years, I left the DC Playboys, took Ronald Ford, the drummer, and we started a group called the Enterprise, so we could make everything jump on the one.
Exactly.
And hit on the one. And then from there, we traveled up and down the East Coast and went to Canada. And when we came back, I decided to change the name. And as I was speaking to the young lady earlier today, I thought of a heavy name because the funk is kind of heavy.
Yeah.
So I thought of lead and what lead was, and lead was real heavy. But if you bop it real good, it bends, it gives. And it moves and grooves with what you're doing. So I applied that to my head and came up with Leadhead.
Man, I just got a lesson.
Yeah.
On the one.
On the one.
Man, I just got a lesson. You guys have a concert coming up. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, we'll be at the Bethesda Blues and Jazz on the 24th of this month.
Cool.
Also with another DC legend, Bobby Felder and his Blue Notes. And everybody from around town knows Bobby Felder and the Blue Notes.
All right, so say that date to us one more time. August 24th.
The 24th, Bethesda Blues and Jazz.
How do we find out information, tickets, etc.?
You can go on, what is it, BB...
Oh, their website?
BBJLive.com. That's the website for Bethesda Blues. And you can buy tickets there. You can look at the calendar and do the whole bit.
And what time is the show?
Show starts at 8. Doors open at 6:30 for food.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to sit in on the next set. I have one more guest, and you're just going to be a part of it, so you can put some funk in some more people. Coach Tanya, tell us about your gift.
He also has a CD that's out, Anton Fantasy.
Yeah,
so
that's a new CD.
To see how it is and do a review on it. Then I'll give it to you.
You know, I will be more prepared for this show the next time we do it. Anton Fantasies, the funk on the one with the thrust, you sitting here with a whole bunch of brothers with muscles. And I mean, I just was not prepared for this. You know, I'm usually prepared. You see me over sweat. You never see me sweat.
See what happens, Reggie? This is what happens when I'm gone for several weeks. And I come back. He just gets discombobulated.
Yeah, because while she's gone, I'm off the one. You know what I'm saying?
On the one.
I'm missing the beat.
On the one.
We're going to take a quick station break. Get my man Rome in here. Please, Coach Tanya, you go get Rome. I love you, and I will see you shortly. All right.
All right.
Sit tight, folks. We'll be right back.
Together like cop and some corn. I held 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 together like cop and some corn. I adore an opportunity is knocking at the door. Life is a party. I'm rocking on the floor. Speakers on high, pumping bass to the ceiling. Yes, I just love this wonderful feeling. Smooth criminal, white glove with the walk. Dance floor incredible, feeling like the hawk. Part of my vibe, I'm living in the moment. Me and my team, all brothers like the Jonas. Never shut down, we don't want no trouble. Bandstand at the spot, we going for a double. We're going out prepared for elevation. Whole block party, all homes adjacent. I wanna thank you all for being so patient. And my gift to you is a funky celebration. Do that thing. Do that thing. Do that thing. Do that thing now.
Roland Bubba Grimes here, Roland Grimes Show, not just sports and entertainment. I'm never doing another show after tonight, Reggie. This is it. I'm retiring. I've been cast away. Rome, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing so good, Roland. How you doing, brother?
Look, I hear creating wealth is a mindset.
Yes, sir. The
All right.
only way to do it is to be around the right people.
Let's talk about it, bro. Who are the right people that I need to be around to help with my mindset create wealth? Tell me what those people look like.
Those people look like people that you don't see every day. But those are the people that got all of the information. See, we do a lot of networking, but we network the wrong way as people. So we got to find those people who are creating wealth, not who just looking for a nice income.
All right, I want you to walk through this now. Romalda here is creating wealth. She has a wealth mindset, I believe. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, as she expands this territory, she decides on who she wants to be around, and she decides what she's going to do with them. And I had a conversation with somebody about this earlier. Be real careful about the people that you're around, and then once you get them, be a little selfish with them so that you can make sure that your interests and their interests meet, blah, 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 blah. How would you advise someone like Romalda, who's just getting ready for her next phase of wealth creation? What are 2 or 3 of the things that you suggest that she does, regardless of what her business is, that she should do to surround herself with the kind of folks that help her with that wealth creation mindset?
Just compensate.
Okay.
People will explain to you exactly what they want to do, and then you have to make a decision on who's going to be in your life and who's not going to be in your life. And once you understand that, now you're on the road to creating whatever it is that you want. Because eventually what will happen is you'll meet those people that you're looking for, because your surroundings will allow you to do that.
We had a conversation last week.
So. It's simple. It's not as hard as we think it is.
It seems hard to me, bruh.
You know why it's
Rome
hard?
is hard. It seems hard to me.
It's hard because people aren't ready to change their philosophies. See, it's not about perception, it's about reality. We don't have to like the government, but the reality is that the government give us opportunities if only we would listen.
Absolutely.
It's easy. I've been mentored for the last 8 years by multimillionaires, so trust me, I know.
Rome, I've been sitting here and I've been telling people behind this show, on the street, that it's not as complicated as it appears to be. Why does it seem to be so difficult to create the wealth mindset and migrate in that direction? It seems to be a whole lot harder than what you're saying. Now, you're upsetting me. So, break it down,
But think
bro.
about this. If you ask the average person sports statistics, they know all of that. If you ask them when their favorite show come on, they know all of that. But then you say, okay, how much money does it take for you to retire? They don't know any of that. That's our problem. It's not that we're not intelligent, it's that we're feeding our minds the wrong information. So once we break out of that mentality and then get around the right people, you start reading, you start listening to different information that'll change your life tremendously.
And you start thinking differently.
Absolutely.
I see everybody in here nodding their head.
It's simple. We just look at it from a complex situation, but it's really simple. I grew up in I grew up in New York, where everybody around me was poor. So for me, I had to break away from those people because I knew the end of the story. And I had to get around people who knew information that I didn't know. That's it.
In your mind, so yeah, take it in a different
Wow.
direction.
Like I said,
y'all jump in.
It's not that,
Okay.
It's not that hard. If only we would change our mindset, we can control everything that we want. But because we don't, that's why we lack in so many areas.
You said something that caught my eye,
What's
that you're being mentored by a multimillionaire.
Yes, sir.
So, how by chance did you meet this person?
Well, the reality is that someone that I knew wanted to show me something, and me and my wife said, you know what, we want to become wealthy, show us. And once that happened, I just started connecting with the right people. And once I connected with the right people, my whole life changed.
Wow. Well, I plan to camp outside Bill Gates' house until he takes me as a mentor, I guess.
But you know what? You know the reality is?
What's that?
Bill Gates, people like Bill Gates come around all the time. The reality is that we don't look at them that way. So we miss opportunities. They're there, we just miss them.
Okay. Thank you.
Rome, we got to have you back. All right,
Yes,
we got to
sir.
get into some more detail.
Definitely, man. Please.
I'm loving the vibration. All right, folks. Hakeem, the success scholar, his show comes on now. So I have to bid all you beautiful people adieu. All right, adieu is French for goodbye.
Yeah.
I hope, Lord, I hope I got that right.
You did.
All right, folks. Rolling Bubba Grimes with the crew. Romalda, say bye to the peoples.
Good night.
Frank, say bye to the peoples. Whoop, whoop. Okay, good gracious. Rome, say goodbye to the peoples.
Blessings to everyone out there.
Anton, give us some funk.
Later.